Mob. Work. Title, thumbnail. I honestly believe Dame Dash is becoming the person that he don't like. Patty Patties. Or people who talks about stuff on the internet. I've been seeing Dame on YouTube a lot speaking about different things. And I question, has Dame become the thing he so-called don't like? Patty Patty. But he also saying Jay-Z could be next. Yeah. Like, hold on. Dame Dash, Jay-Z is next. Come on, man. That's a Chatty Patty comment right there, but you know what? Like on the video anyway. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's
did see that.
Ooh. We trying to get right to the beat. We ain't listen to none of his music.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. You know, Steve Stout, he had a lot to say about you recently.
Yeah, we live, Shan. We live, Shan.
You ran when you saw him.
So my boy Burr.
Well, the last time you interviewed me, I hadn't seen all the things that Steve had said. I never watch his interviews because I just think he's dumb. And I think he's just a guy pretending that he's smart. But when I did see that, to be honest, it was laughable. But when I thought it through, it was really pathetic to me. You know, like where I'm from, pause. One of the biggest violations in the world, pause, is lying on your dick.
Oh my God, this man finna pause me to death. This video just started. I'm straight, you know. I'm cool. I'm out there. First ski.
What you do?
Miss B.
What you do?
All right, man. Hold on. I done heard this man pause something twice and the video just started.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Hold on. Let's see what's going on, man.
It was laughable, but when I thought it through, it was really pathetic to me. You know, like where I'm from, pause. One of the biggest violations in the world, pause, is lying on your dick. And that means that you say you did things with a girl that you didn't do. Another thing that's in that order is lying about getting your ass whipped and about a fight. It's one of the most unhonorable things to do. Like when someone takes a loss to say, yo, he caught me, he caught me slipping, you got to respect that. But I just think when I saw his reaction when he was asked that question, he just got fuddled, pause, like he just seemed like he was caught off guard. And what I saw him do was not only lie, but like he combined a lot of different situations in one. So because he brought it up, I think in this day, transparency is key. There's no reason, because of this direct connection that you can have with the people that are your fans, that consume the things that you make, they're owed explanation and truth. And that's why when they say things about me, I come back and I'll say that's true or not true.
I'm gonna tell you what's absolutely true about Dame Dash right now. Bro is clout chasing the shit out of Jay-Z. Bro clout chasing Jay-Z really, really bad, and it's dead obvious, bro. Oh man.
I think that's, to be honest, an honorable way to do things. There's nothing that I do I'm ever going to be ashamed of. I would definitely be ashamed if I ever ran from anybody, but definitely Steve Stout. You know how like the cartoon where the ostrich puts his head in the floor when he feels bad? That would have been me forever, running from Steve Stout. The reason why I smacked him in the first place was because it was like, if he catches me and then I beat his ass, pause, they're still gonna tease me because it's Steve Stout. But because he wants to bring it up, I'm gonna tell you the story. Let's start with the first lie.
Fuck all that. I clicked this video to see is Jay. I clicked the video to see about Jay-Z. You talking about slapping motherfucking record label executives that we don't give a fuck about. Unless you gonna expose him for being a nasty ass man too, bro. I don't want to hear your old ass stories about you slapping niggas. We already heard about y'all boys getting ran out of Paris choke. I already told y'all niggas was not tough like that. So all this bullshit about you slapping Steve Stout is even more clout chasey and chatty patty than I originally thought before I even clicked this video.
He said that we ran into each other in a Sony office or whatever it was. We were at Rockefeller at my office, and Jay was sitting behind my desk. He always wanted to sit behind my desk, Paul. But Steve was with him. My brother Bobby was with him, and my cousin Darren, was with me, or rather in the office, and my cousin Darren was in the office. That's about 3 people. Could have been 1 or 2, and my son. And Steve Stout was trying to throw a party with Jay at the Hamptons, and I was like, we're not throwing a party with you, you corny. You know, you were running around with Nas when we were kind of like beefing with him. You were running around with LL, and then I guess when things went sideways, you just decided to tell us all their business, and that's what he used to do, and I always thought that wasn't honorable. And now that we rolling, you want to do a party with us? Hell no. And in that conversation, I was like, because he was kind of trying to talk somewhat aggressively, I was like, yo, and you owe me $18,000 for that bet. And he said something cute in front of my son. So I'm like, yo, you can't be ass betting me, pause, and you definitely can't be talking crazy in front of my son. He said something else slick, and I hit him with a left hook or slap.
I was Patrick, my focus at McDonald's just now. What the fuck? Where did that come from? God damn. Today National Slap a Motherfucker Day? That's what we on today. That's what we on today, so it's National Slap a Bit Day. Cuz. Slapping ninjas. Good night. Why ain't get them? Just speaking of slapping a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? South just almost had to put his hands on a young Patrick, like my home looking motherfucker. He almost slapped the goddamn sun visor off that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of slapping a nigga, South almost slapped that motherfucker goddamn headset off that goddamn nigga head, nigga. At the McDonald's. He bullshit about this goddamn weak ass barbecue sauce and shit. Trying to charge my nigga extra for barbecue sauce. Like he gonna have to pay for it and shit, man. Put the sauce in the bag before he slap the shit out your stupid ass. Alright, I'm gonna stop playing. Cool. How's National Slap a Bit Day? I ain't getting the memo. Everybody talking about nigga that done slapped down. Damn. I done got on here this morning to talk about goddamn slapping niggas down. I done slapped a couple niggas down in my day. I slapped me about 2-3 niggas down in my day. Hell. That's why I like to say that shit, and I slap shit out you. Yeah, I done slapped a couple motherfuckers. Nah, bro was grilling me because he got his food first. Petty ass. Man. Oh, yeah, you about hungry, too. That's the perfect time for a motherfucker to get slapped, boy. You see somebody walk around open hand slapping people, just ask them, bro, you ate yet? Did you eat today yet? Man, hell no, nigga, I ain't ate shit. Oh yeah, that's why you run around slapping people then. Man, better let you eat about 2-3 of them fives first before you get to talking crazy now. Hey, bitch. Alright, now I ain't nail one of these fries, but I'll fold your ass up right now. Alright, let me chill, bro. Let me chill.
My intention, again, was not to hurt him. It was to let him know, like, bro, that's just disrespectful. And where I'm from, if I let you walk away talking to me like that in front of my son's going to look at me a certain way, and everyone in my crew is going to look at me a certain way. You're going to have to beat my ass, pause, today. I had a broken foot, and after I smacked him, all he said was, did you just smack me? And he had just got sued by Puff, or rather, he had just sued Puff for hitting him in the head with a bottle. So where I'm from, because...
How the fuck he get my order for his? He mad cause you out your order first. He finna beat you up, boy. I ain't order but goddamn a 4-piece and a fry. How the hell he got his order for mine? Then he got a whole quarter pounder.
Again,
crazy.
I didn't look at him so much as a civilian because he wasn't hanging around civilians. So where I'm from, if somebody hit me in the head with a bottle or whatever, then I got to get that back, you know, at least at that age.
Oh my God.
I would have to get, there has to be some kind of a recourse. But the one thing I'm not doing is going to go to court, testify, and do all.
Check this out. State Farm was charging me $179 for auto insurance per month. No.
Dame kills me with his old ass trying to be tough, bro. Seems like he goes out his way to like make innuendos that he's tough. You ain't gotta do none of that shit, OG.
All those things, because I just, at that point, I thought that was snitching. So I would always call him a rat and a snitch. When I would see him on a red carpet, I'd be, oh, you a rat. And, you know, I just didn't like that. So after I smacked him, I just believe that from then on, because he didn't fight back, number one, at that moment, I felt like he was a coward.
Thanks,
you know,
Nisby.
you let a man smack
like,
you.
listen to him. Listen to, he's going out this way to tell a story about him slapping a fucking homosexual man. You slapped the gay man. And you feel tough because he ain't do nothing back? Like, come on, bro. You don't get points for slapping gay men.
You in your face. I open hand slapped him. I didn't even want to hurt him. I just wanted to let him know, like, bro. And I did it in front of Jay-Z because he thought because he was with Jay-Z that Jay-Z would protect him. Jay-Z didn't do anything but laugh at him. And the crazy thing about it was because he had cracked Puff in the head with the bottle and sued him, everybody in the industry knew about it. I remember that Kimura threw a party and they were just like, you're so hot. How did you, you know, Puff came up to me and was like, how did you do that without getting sued? I said, yo, you got to smack niggas. You can't be hitting niggas. But at the end of the day, he told on somebody that, again, they had an altercation and they're still friends now. They take pictures together. I guess they're brothers. You don't take your brother to court. So that was always my issue with him. Like, yo, I'm not running around with nobody that would testify and all this other shit and whatever.
Yeah, Dame a little too late to be trying to do shit like this now. Just because all his interviews in the past is anti everything that he doing now. So it's gonna come out corny as shit. It don't matter what the fuck he doing. This nigga get the fuck off the internet. Like, drop videos, do a network, drop shows, drop movies. He's a hell of a movie producer. State Property is fucking fire. I'm pretty sure he could do the same thing with TV shows, bro. They behind the scenes. And if I'm not mistaken, Jay-Z got tired of Dame ass because he was doing too fucking much. And I find it dead funny. We got the title of this video, Dame Dash, ... Is Jay-Z next? It's Jay next. Nigga, Jay got away from you because you was doing too fucking much, bro. You was the problem, my nigga. Now your ass 40 years later talking about is Jay-Z next. Lord have mercy.
So that's the reason why that happened. You're not going to disrespect me in front of my son. Now, the other thing that he brought up was that he ran into me with Raquel by himself, and he stepped to me. Now, Raquel's my girl. She's here. I don't know where she went, but when she comes back, Rocky. And
I'm about to turn this nigga out.
I had just put out a Currency album, right? My first Currency album with DD172. I had a gallery that they don't talk about, DD172 in Tribeca. And I lived on Northmore Street, and he lived down the block on Northmore Street. So we both lived in the same neighborhood. And I was telling my crew, like, yo, when you're
Miss Chicago,
what do you do?
Granny,
What do you do?
what it do?
About to evolve, there's a test that happens. And, you know, when it's going to be something that never comes up and you have to pass that test or else you won't get your dreams and you'll start from scratch and this whole thing. So I'm walking and all of a sudden I see Steve Stout in a dark block. And again, my history with him is since I've smacked him, he's done every underhanded, nerdy thing that you could do to try to salt my career. L.A. Reid himself told me, like when I would read things in the paper about Jay and I, he'd be like, Steve put that in the paper. Steve put that in the paper. There's no allegedly about it. This is what L.A. Reid told me, right? So, this is that day, I'm walking up the block, and I see Steve. He's not by himself, he's with a girl. And I'm with two girls, I'm with Mackenzie, and I'm with Raquel. And anyone that was a part of the gallery DD172, they know Mackenzie, but there were witnesses. He was with his girl, or a girl. I don't know her name. She was short hair, arms out, dark skin. And I'm with Mackenzie and Raquel. I walk past him, I'm starting to walk up to him, and Mackenzie goes, Damon, don't forget about the test. You just told us about the test. So I'm like, damn. So I walk past him and I'm like, you bitch ass nigga. And what he said was, yo, I thought we took care of you a long time ago.
What?
And that triggered me. And I was like talking to his girl, like, yo, you know you're walking with a rat. He's a rat. And he kind of looked like he was gonna come at me, and Mackenzie just started decking him. Not Raquel, Mackenzie. She punched him in his face a good 6 times with the bag in her hand. Boop, boop. And Mackenzie is a girl that really has hands. I never knew she could fight like that, but she could fight. And she was hitting him, and he was looking all, you know, stupid in the face and dizzy. And the girl with the short hair grabbed Mackenzie, and Mackenzie says, yo, you better get your man, bitch. And by the way, this is a white girl. And Rocky's Puerto Rican, by the way. And I say that to say, because I hear people say she's white. If she was, it'd be all right, but she is Puerto Rican. So at that moment, he turns the other direction, and I'm looking at Mackenzie, because I know she's gonna hit that girl, but he looks at me, and I'm like, I'm about to knock his whole face off. Like, I've been waiting for this. And people that know me, like...
This is the dumbest goddamn story I've ever heard in my life, but I'm gonna let him continue.
You know, there's mad stories of me fighting 30 people at a time with mace, and just not mace the rapper people.
Every month, this Airbnb pays me about $2,700.
I've never heard of Dame fighting nobody. I heard them boys got on his ass out there in Paris, but that's about it.
And semi-passive income.
People macing and like people begging me like, dang, we got to get out of here. And I just, the running thing just, let me see. I know. I disrespect me, so I do everything everybody else does. And I put up my own money. So I can't be running in front of people. I can't be running, period. I couldn't live with myself if I did that. But Rocky, she didn't want me to hit him because the...
This nigga's so tough, dog. Like, Dame Dash got to be the toughest nigga on earth. I don't care what nobody say.
Police were around at the police station around the corner. So she jumped in front of him. I didn't push. He pushed her on the floor. He abused the woman. He physically threw her on the floor, which is why he breezed over that. You understand what I'm saying? That's why his lawyer said, hey. And, you know, when he did that, I was like, yo, you just pushed a girl on the floor? You sued Puff? Those girls, I ain't got to say nothing. They going to tell on you. They civilians. So I'm laughing, and he tried to run home. And I'm like, don't try to run. And look how stupid you look. I was telling the girl, look how stupid your man looked. He looking all dumb. And then the police came, and I was laughing so hard that they were going to arrest me because he was a clown. So I sent him that letter like, bro, you know, at the time, Rocky wasn't my girl, but you're not going to be throwing girls around on the floor on my watch regardless because I'm a gentleman. And I was like, yo, you better send something over. And he probably didn't want it to get out in the press that him supposed to be this businessman threw a girl on the floor. And because he sues people for abusing him, he deserved to be sued because he threw a girl on the floor. And my point is, for him to lie about that story makes him the lowest scum piece of shit on the earth. And you can't trust a person that would lie about those minute details. So there were witnesses there. Now,
Gee, I don't know how old this is. Too old to be sitting up here lying. I don't know if the nigga lying or not. He just trying to make himself sound tough, so yeah, I'm gonna go with this nigga just sitting up here fucking lying.
I think where his story got mixed up was, I did run up in his office with 10 dudes in Sony. And the reason why I did that was because I had confided in him that I was signing Clue. And he went behind my back and tried to offer him a little more money and a better deal. And when they were signing in the room, I walked up in there. That's what happened. And I stopped it and was like, you know, Clue, what? And he did the right thing. And in my conversation with Steve, like, yo, I don't play like that. You know, this ain't the game, you know. And it's like, yo, you're a guy that I've met. Or the first time I saw you was a picture of you with lipstick and a wig on from Biggie Smalls' crew, and you still work with them and you still hang out with them. You're just a person that gets abused. So I don't want to spend too much time on this, but the thing is, I'm 54, 53. He's in his 50s. And I just want us to stay focused. They try to divide us all the time and want us to fight and become entertainment. Why can't we? He's talking about my business acumen. You put out a television network, right? Now, United Masters, you went, raised money, did what you had to do, now you're exploiting. You're the main person that was telling and trying to pause fuck artists over, and then you do this, and you told me sorry, because I'm the one that told you and everyone else in the industry that an artist should own their masters and be independent. You only did it as a business model because you couldn't rob artists any other way. But because you would lie on a fight, then there's no way anyone could trust you in business. And the fact that you always protected this dude, always screaming his accolades, what's the reason for that? Are you and him talking? Or are you just trying to be in his favor so bad, regardless of what? Like, that's what I thought was pathetic. That this has bothered him so much for the last 20 years that he still has to go on television and he has to explain himself, and he's still trying to get him and all the dudes in the weirdo crew. And now they the weirdo crew to me because I know weird shit be happening. I suspected it before. Whether it's legal or not, it's weird. I don't want to be in business with people that do weirdo shit at all. And he's one of them. So, you know, I think he got that story confused with the 10 dudes. The question is, I'm not the only person that's had these different kind of altercations with him. Like I said, when I realized that people really didn't like him, it was in LA. I went to a basketball game with him, and Warren G just started flipping on him. And Warren G is one of the coolest mild mannered cats that, you know, anyone ever heard of or knew. He sings and raps cool. But he was like, yo, I should smack the shit out of you and all this with the LA and all that. And I'm like, Warren, man, you know, it was my first time really meeting him. And I was like, bro, I don't know what he did, but, you know, can you do this when I'm not around? Because I got to ride back and I'm not going to jump in. And you know what I'm saying? So can we just do this later? He was like, that nigga's a bitch. And he's been walking around with security since the last century because this is a dude also. Again, when Jay stabbed Un or went to trial for it, this dude got Un his lawyer, like to sue Jay. So, you know, you have to say what you want. These are people I know. These guys are making it obvious, like, yeah, why is Steve Stout so mad and always talking about Dane? Oh, because he smacked him. Oh, because he ran up in his office. Oh, because he's been calling him a snitch on the red carpet for a long time. You know, that's the reason why. And I don't want to have this be a distraction from the seriousness of the things that we're doing. And that's the reason why I wanted to make it business. So drop your network. You have United Masters. We could go song for song, label for label. But I have a distribution, Blue Rock distribution, the same way everyone else does. And I distribute labels, but I also make music. The problem with a guy like Steve Stout, he's very reflective of the way a lot of the industry is. People in the music industry are not talented at anything. Steve Stout cannot make a record. He cannot dance. He cannot fight, apparently, unless he's been training or doing Taibo or something. You know, he cannot direct a movie. You know, like for me, it's not about how much I can rob somebody and get money. It's about how good my work really is. So again, Steve, we could go label for label. I'm broke. I'm not doing well. I dropped the ball. I'm not running behind a 50-something-year-old rapper to this very day to determine how great I am. Put your label, we could do it. I got album for album, song for song, but make it from your label, not someone that makes someone you're exploiting. I have an album with Freeway right now, a rock and roll album and rap album. I have an album with Steve right now. I have an album with all new artists right now, so called Respect the Art. I got albums with R&B singers that you love right now, people that you heard, and I heard about that shit you did with Mike. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I heard I was appalled, but we could talk about that another time. Yeah. So, you know.
What are you talking about, man?
And I'm not saying that he did anything sexual with her, but you know, there was a situation that I just did not like that she told me about. I didn't like it. I was appalled. And y'all little crew over there, that's not the way we play. You know? So I'm not the only person that doesn't like Steve Stout. The question is why?
Lost in the motherfucker.
Why would you trust a guy like that, a person that doesn't care about an artist? If you have no artistry in your body, pause.
I would just like try and sit quiet for a second and, you know what I mean, just listen to the man. I'm so fucking confused. I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about. At this point, I don't think he don't know what the fuck he talking about. I haven't heard the interviewer ask one motherfucking question. This man been sitting up here 18 minutes strong. Let me tell my story. All over the motherfucking place. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. I mean, of course he knows what he's talking about, but he's not doing a good job relaying his message to the motherfucking listeners. I don't know what the hell. This man talking about any and everything. Ooh, this story will make me sound tough. I slapped the hell out that nigga. He ain't do shit. He a snitch too. I ain't never snitched on no motherfucking body. But I'm finna sit here and tell y'all how Jay-Z stabbed a nigga.
If you're not creative, how do you think it's fair to make money off creatives? And why should a creative trust you? Why? You can't even bob your head right to a fucking record. So I'm gonna move on from him. Pause. You know, enough talking about him. But I want to make sure that I said everything because I know he'll probably get on an interview and say some other dumb shit. I just wish he'd get over it. But let's focus on the business. Put a clothing line out. I got a brand new clothing line. I got so many different clothing lines ready. Can you do that? Let's just go business for business. I chose the art. You chose to exploit. I chose to create. You chose to kill, bro. Like, The last thing I forgot. He said that Rocky ran up to him at Kanye. First of all, everybody knows Rocky would never run up to anybody. But what happened was I saw him. He was looking so scared in the face. I was like, I ain't gonna do nothing to you. And we discussed things like, yo, why you make Jay put his name on a $40 sneaker? Now he can't sell nothing expensive no more. He was like, but Pharrell. And I was like, yeah, but you know, Pharrell became very committed. He shaved his mustache off for the last 30 years. You know what I'm saying? He did that. I'm not mad at Pharrell. But as far as Jay, I personally, like, you put him with Budweiser. We supposed to be promoting champagne. You laughed. I know you gave him the banana in the tailpipe to make us diss each other all day. So L.A. Reid was there. So L.A.'s a witness. So what I told him was, yo, you remember that time when you threw that girl on the floor and I made you pay that money? That's the girl right there. I said that. And L.A. Reid was like, did you just say that? Oh, my God. And asked L.A. Reid. So there's witnesses there that can testify to him being
I be me.
You ain't got no job. You ain't got you.
Stop. No, stop.
You
Play and stop.
you ain't
Got it.
a fucking liar. And he has so much to say about other situations for other people.
And Clark said, I'm gonna tell you everything I did.
I was trying to hit that.
We went from several victims,
you ain't got no job.
probably over 100.
Born Evil, the serial killer and the savior, now streaming.
Oh, nah. I be me.
Why are you?
That's what I was trying to hit. I was trying to hit that motherfucker right there.
Why does he not let those people speak for themselves?
Gavo.
Why are you?
Man, I gotta go get a jar so I can start trimming this weed, man. I'm sitting here listening to Dame. I could be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I ain't got no empty jars up here. I thought I brought one up here. We're gonna take a quick little pause for the cows. And then we'll get right back to it. I'm gonna trim this plant up then. Out of here for that. Yup. Right back.
Whoa. Bucket. M-M-O-O-B, bitch. M-M-O-O-B, shit. Wet. M-M-O-O-B, bitch. M-M-O-O-B, shit. I think they forgot, don't give no fuck about you. Ayy, I think that boy forgot, don't give no fuck about you. That pussy boy talking about me, not that fuck nigga fool. I'm outside with a mob, I'm just like, what it do? Iceberg, you a bitch, everybody know that's a fact. I heard his feeling years ago, we still tryna get his lid back. Try to get that man a pass, I won't think about dude. I promise if I see him, boy, I'm slapping the shit out of you. Say, bitch, I'm trying hit. I ain't finna call a cuz, I'm coming with the shit. Yo, rolling dolo by my damn it, trying slam shit. I got the wham, kiss the fam, he ain't coming back. Better ask somebody about your boy, I can't do damage. I'm still hungry, but my stomach hurting, I can't stand it. I eat your face and turn a girl pussy to a sandwich. They like to talk about me when they think y'all let me stranded. He got a bigger boat, that bitch look like the Titanic. I set the mic on fire and then go to another planet. I don't think I ever like these niggas, know these boy can't stand me. I just be myself, these niggas trying to block the hood. Real nigga love me to death and shot good. I'm putting niggas on, I'm trying to see my people win. He getting money, 9 times out of 10 he tapped in. Been grinding years for this shit, nothing came overnight. Lil' nigga show my bro the game and watch him change his life. I'm shining on these niggas, my neck can light up the night. I never gave a fuck about this shit, now I'm dripping ice. More money, more problems, it take more patience. Be it said when you get paper, that shit come with haters. I think they mad, don't give a fuck what them people be saying. I find it disrespectful, no bitch, that shit come with hands. I only talk to bosses, you sister T little man, bitch. Hey, where your auntie bitch ass nigga? M-M-O-O-B, bitch. M-M-O-O-B, shit. M-M-O-O-B, bitch. M-M-O-O-B, shit. I think they forgot, don't give no fuck about you. Ayy, I think that boy forgot, don't give no fuck about you. That pussy boy talking about me, not that fuck nigga fool. I'm outside with a mob, I'm just like, what it do?
Alright. Back to seeing what Dame old crazy ass talking about. But old Dame crazy ass time, right?
Why are those people not speaking for themselves? Because the answer is, you know, this year I'm noticing that they're hammering down. You know, with the elections and all that, you can't just say something. You have to have something to support, some data to support what you say. You know, everything I say, I'm gonna say and have data and be truthful. There will be witnesses. Like, I could call people that were in the room when I smacked them. Jay could be a witness to that. I could call people that were in the room when I...
This man been talking 20 minutes about how he slapped Steve Stout. You're a clout chaser right now. You clout chasing and you being a chatty patty. Confirm, OG.
I ran up on him in Sony. You know, Rocky called Mackenzie the other day, and Mackenzie was laughing like, you know, I don't do that no more. But that's funny. His recollection is completely different than ours. He just erased Mackenzie from his memory. And also the girl that was with him. And why would a guy pay and his lawyer advise him to... Either way, I didn't want to get back on him. But,
you are.
You know, that's how I feel about that.
You never left.
So what do you think about the conversation around reasonable doubt or how outlets are covering it?
Yeah, so...
This nigga said, I don't want to get back on him. Bro, you never left. Not once. For a second. You never talked about nothing else.
I think because it's in the paper, and when I hear people read things or there's certain headlines, I think it's important that they do the research, because if someone does know what they're talking about, that person that doesn't looks really stupid. And I'm looking, because I called out the press, because what happens is, if they're going to take something from a legal document and promote it for one side, then they have to do it for the other. So they had to say this because it was filed. I didn't file it. The state did. Now, they made it like it was a child support thing. Let me explain the child support thing. And I said it, but for some reason, no one acknowledges these things. My child support for the last, since 2007, has been about $250 a year, with school, camp, and all these children that I had. Boogie is 33, Ava's 24, Tallulah is 16, Lucky is 20. So there's no more child support for two of them, and I did all of that. $250 a year since 2017, if you do the math, that's about $4 million, a little over. I'm broke, right? But my kids get $4 million. See, there's levels to this shit. And I've set myself on a very high standard. Me with $4 million is broke. I'm the guy that told you $1 million ain't no money. So if I'm gonna call myself broke, I guess y'all should.
I'm telling you right now. If you then set it up like that and your kids then accumulated $4 million, them little motherfuckers better still have some of that money. And on top of that, y'all better be in good, because guess what? You gotta get, hey, look, cuz. Hey, man, let me get some of that paper back. What? Nigga. Lord have mercy. This shit have blew my... I would hope that that's the case. That you got good relationships with children and yeah, got some of that coming back. Cause what the fuck? And it would be extremely smart to do it like that, because you can play broke and have all your assets lie within your children. I think that's what P. Diddy doing, and that's why they can't take shit from him. A lot of his businesses and companies, the things that he owned or the things that he was running within his kid's name. So it ain't much that they gonna be able to take from that nigga. But yeah, I think P. Diddy got hit with like 2-3 more cases today, like 2-3 more charges today too. Nigga, while Dame sitting here running his motherfucking mouth, I mean, I would just only assume he don't got nothing like that on his jacket and in his closet. It got to be absolutely nothing in that man past that can haunt him in a situation how it's doing a R. Kelly or a P. Diddy, or he wouldn't be acting like this. So, I mean, that's one thing that I can respect. If he's not gonna be another guy to go down within that time, because it seemed like all of them was a bunch of nasty motherfuckers in that time and treated women badly, but still, right now, what he doing is just trying to make himself look tough. And you are, bro, OG, like, that shit coming off corny as hell to me. Coming off super corny. Everybody did everything, nobody knows nothing. That's how motherfuckers acting. That's how they acting.
True. But to me, rich is like having $100 million in the bank. That's just based on me being around people that are wealthy. Having $5 million is temporary, because you got to pay taxes, you got to pay bills, you have to sustain everything you bought. it goes, it evaporates. You're still worried if you have a certain kind of lifestyle. And again, I'll tell you, like, if you get $1 million and you stay in the project, yeah, you'll live well for the rest of your life. But once you get $1 million, you kind of elevate. You start to spend like you're a millionaire. And it doesn't last unless you continue to generate money. So again, as it relates to the child support, and again, I'm being transparent because I want y'all to understand it. They say I owe 120 grand. That's like 6 months to a year, maybe, worth of child support. I'm only late 6 months. And that's how much child support that I have. And that will be covered at the auction. But they want future child support. And I said this, but nobody gets it. So the reason why the state is in the child support, I want to.
Damn, so he auctioning off all his chains for child support? Child support. Fucking dame up over there, boy. Good night. That's why the old folks said cheaper to keep on it.
Make sure it's the right people is because they want for Rachel $700,000 of future child support because I'm broke and my daughter's 16 and like 100 grand for Lucky, he's 20. So they want to make sure that they can make and I want them to make sure, I didn't send them to do it, but they themselves saw that Jay was doing some funky shit. Now, for anyone that tells me that someone that's fucking up $1 million of my money and that I shouldn't be speaking on it, you're a dumbass. No one's ever owed you millions of dollars. No one's ever assaulted you for years and had a conspiracy of fucking people that go to funny parties to try to get at you or stop you from what you're doing.
Okay, my bad.
You can't tell me that when you read that someone says that their copyright goes back to them in 6 years while I'm trying to sell it, and y'all don't be like, oh, why would he try to devalue the brand and think that I shouldn't say anything about it? Like I'm always talking about him. Nobody's always talking about him. He's always...
You kind of being a chatty patty. You kind of like... It's kind of giving like that child support fucking you up. So you see people are getting money on the internet, blogging, podcasting, streaming, or just talking and giving their thoughts and opinions. You see people getting that bag doing that. You know that you have stories and was next to the biggest rapper of all time. You doing the same thing everybody else doing now, but at one point you criticize people for it. That's my problem. You were calling motherfuckers chatty patties just cause niggas trying to get a little bit of bad blogging. And now you doing the same shit. So that's the problem I got with Dame Dash. I don't know what the fuck he talking about right now. Hey, Maximus, what it do?
always trying to aggressively stop me from getting my money. And this is something that the state noticed. So now, and then they tried to make it like, because what Jay's crew did was they made an application to transfer the copyright back, and it was certified. Certified means it was delivered. An application means it was an ask. That doesn't mean anything. He's just trying to be cute. The reason why, if someone's so good at copyright law, you should know this. Earn your leisure, you should talk about this because this is important. The state found the contract that Jay signed for reasonable doubt. I'm signed as the CEO, the boss, and he signed as a work for hire. Jay worked for Rockefeller Inc. And because of that, he's not considered the author. So that law is not applicable to him. The state brought that up. So on Breakfast Club, you know, I heard homegirl, and she even sent it to me. And I told her, I was like, yo, that's just an application. Don't get caught up in that. You're saying things in public, you know? And again, this is the actual fact. And why, even with TMZ, the headline isn't like the state is questioning and calling. They're basically calling Jay a liar. They're basically saying you're trying to make sure that man doesn't get his money. The state notices it, but for some reason, the headlines don't reflect that. So that means it's very obvious that people from that camp call TMZ, allegedly, call these outlets, and they're feeding them things for a narrative. When you do that, it makes it where I have to explain to y'all the truth. So I always call out, they're like, why are you calling it Earn Your Leisure? Because it's supposed to be a business platform. So I want y'all, Rashad, talk about some business, man. This is business. This ain't when I brought up the 50 Cent. And by the way, 50 Cent, he just wants to play. So I did respect, you know, that he was trying to get into the CEO game, and I was testing that. But the teeth dropped, and that's all they're going to talk about. But let's talk about what counts, the business. So because, again, he's not going to be competition in
when
business.
his teeth fell out.
Maybe competition and getting paid by another business. I have to find a CEO. And if Steve Stout, back to him, if you're supposed to be a CEO, drop your network, drop your album, drop your clothing line, do all these things. And there's more things, that verticals that are going to drop. But, you know, as I was saying, he's playing, so I'm moving on, man. You know, he just wants to play. He's waiting for jokes of someone to trip. I'm trying to educate us. I wanted to use this awareness to show us how we should be beefing with business.
God.
And not to say trying to help, I mean, rather hurt. Just bringing awareness. And again, 50, if you all are going to say something, just tag me, man. Say American News so I know you're not intentionally not trying to help. You know, if you're going to throw the alley-oop, throw the alley-oop. Because I want you to win. I don't want anyone from our culture to lose. I just don't want someone from our culture to be destroying other people from our culture for another culture. That's what I don't want. I don't want a black man's business model to be tearing down other black men, and that's why they're paying you. And that was the purpose of a...
What? The man literally got SJ next in the title. You don't want black men to be beefing this type. Where you got SJ next, and what the fuck is you talking about, Dane?
America knew to give a platform where we could freely showcase the good parts of our culture. That's all I want, and I just want us to get paid fairly, and I want the right, like, you know, regardless of what. And I said this last week. We all hip-hop brothers. We've known each other a while. When I heard about Herb having a stroke, I genuinely worried about it. And when, like, one of my friends FaceTimed me, he was with Chris Gotti. Chris Gotti's Herb's brother. Pause. I love Herb. Chris Gotti. Like, he's a cool dude no matter what. He's, to me, my version of thorough. Doesn't try to present himself as a super tough guy, but he's thorough. And he's always like, yo, like, what's up with your brother, man? It's like one of those things, you know, blah, blah, blah. But we've always maintained a very respectful relationship. And he spoke to me and he was like, yo, he was telling me about Herb. And I was like, I got to call him. So I texted her, man. And I was like, you know, if you need any help, bro, you know, I don't want to see you die. You're my brother. You know, just because you might have done some shit that I don't agree with, it doesn't mean I want to see you hurt.
Lord have mercy.
You know, I don't want to see nobody that is in hip hop hurt. It was like, you know, the way they glorify violence, but like, and again, I'm not glorifying this, but you know, as a young in the street, I've seen people get killed, and it's disgusting to watch. It's not cool like the movies. You know, it's not like boom, bang, and it's like, it's really sad. There's a dark feeling, and you see life leave a person, or when a bullet goes into someone's head and it don't bleed, it just swells up, and then you got to go to a fucking wake and watch a family cry. That shit is not glorifiable. It's the reason why I tried to get as far away from it as I could. But it's the same thing, like watching what's going on with Puff, it doesn't feel good. I don't want to see someone that maybe we had like a bullshit disagreement where I don't want to see them die or be tortured. I'm not going to celebrate the pain of anybody, any human being, even if they deserve it.
What do you think about the way they're portraying Jay right now?
You know, to be honest, I really hope, like the things that they're saying are like, they're terrible. Like I'd be like, yo, it's hard for me to even think that any of those things can be true. I don't want them to be true. Like, you know, they saying they're going to pick him up next year. I don't want to see that man go to jail. As much as he's been to me, you know, unfair toward, or not unfair, the way he be fucking with my money. I want to hope that that's the worst that he's been doing. I would never want to hear like Jay at a freak off party. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? The shit they saying. And I just be wondering why he don't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's terrible. And I look at, you know, like when my teeth fell out, and I know y'all want to make it like they were dentures, but show me a picture of me with some dentures. In the last year, I've had these. Look at the live and see what teeth I had in my mouth before. They were not teeth, they were grills. But it's called cool. I saw, what's her name, bring it up on Matt Hoffa. I was Ken. Word? That's how you want to do? All right. The teeth moment, I get you. But, you know, again, I'll be like, damn, who sent her? But I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, but it's only, that shit is jokes. That shit ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it means anything. But what I want to go viral is, you know, the business stuff.
It's not.
And I want people to be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? Period. So with the cheap stuff, they you know, there was jokes and all that, but the stuff that I'm hearing and I see daily in that algorithm, it's about his family. I mean, I don't even want to say all the stuff they say, but it would be such another big blow for hip hop. Regardless of what, you know, perception-wise, Jay is also a pillar of hip-hop. And if anything bad happens to him, then it's really going to look crazy for hip-hop.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
so
true.
I would never want to think that he lost his soul to that extent. You know, this is someone I grew up with. No matter what, I don't wish no... if he was doing the crazy shit they're saying, then, you know, there's going to always be some degree of recourse at some point. But I really hope that shit ain't true. You know? I would hate to think that the people that were in my world really had that degree of a secret. that they were completely different people than, you know, I was trying to empower. You know, like there was a time pause that he inspired me. You know, I love his family. I love his mother. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's hard for me to be beefing with people when I know their children or their parents to a certain level. You know, you're still cool with the kids. That's why when, like, you know, he's supposed to be Jay's supposed to be my son's godfather. I'm like, how does he do that to Boogie's, his godson's father? You know, so there are some levels that I know are dark, but again, I'm just hoping that it's not that dark, because then I'm gonna have to process that. But I just wish, to be honest, that the people that are being accused of certain things, they should just step up and be like, yo, they bugging. You know, I mean, just dead that shit. Like, you know, this is a very transparent place and world in these days. It's very easy to say that's not true. You know, I wasn't at that party. I didn't do what they said I did. And, you know, I remember when I would ask Jay, yo, how come they keep saying we beefing? And how come you don't say nothing about it? He'd be like, oh, I don't want to bring no fuel to it. Now, that brought all the fuel to it. So being silent is sometimes the loudest thing in the world. So I believe if the things aren't true, because I hear stuff that Jaguar says.
You're the person with the gun, the person who would do anything to protect the ones you love. But did you know that you could go to jail simply for doing the right thing to keep your family safe?
And she'd be on like 10 toes down, like not allegedly. And I've been sued for not saying allegedly. That's why I got this problem I have now with this judgment. I have been sued for not saying allegedly. So the thing she's saying, and she'd be like, no allegedly, like no Diddy pause, or like, you know, like, you know, they'd be like, no allegedly. I would think that they could shut that down. So I'm curious. Now, I'm not saying it's true or not. I'm saying, yo, how come when I say the littlest shit, like I got sued again by that. Again, I don't want to get sued, right? Because they take anything. But Josh Weber, the dude that's pretending he directed a movie I directed based on my personal account, sued me in LA again for $4 million for a interview I did with Earn Your Leisure where I didn't even say his name.
Damn.
Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful. So I know, like, you can get sued for nothing. So I'm like, yo, how come nobody's suing these people? Why won't they just say no? Like, you know, I'm not calling out no names, but we all know that the shit they saying is nuts. Pause.
Wow.
It's so that I can't even, it's nuts. And not just for Homeboy, for everybody. So I'm hoping the stuff I'm hearing isn't gonna happen. I'm hoping that the stuff I'm hearing isn't true. I don't want anybody to be that dark. I don't want another blow for hip hop. You know? And I'm just trying to figure out, you know, I'm very curious to know who was at the parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone was there. You know, I'm not going to even hold you. Like, I can't pretend I don't want to know. But I'm saying, like, DiCaprio, and I can tell you stories about that dude later or at another time. But he came.
Chatty Patty. Chatty Patty, Chatty Patty, Chatty Patty, Chatty Patty, Chatty Patty, Chatty Patty. Dame Dash is officially a Chatty Patty now, y'all. It's official. He's a fucking Chatty Patty. He's the same thing. He's officially a Chatty Patty now.
Came out was like, yo, I don't, you know, he said something. He did say something. His press, whatever they wanted him to say, he had a statement. So I want to know why there's no statement from all these, like the shit they saying is unbelievable. It's crazy. It's nuts. Pause. And I've never seen, like, my legacy has never been compromised in that way. Where people are making, you know, the cartoons. You see this like dark cartoon that be on? I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. It's just the fact that it's being said. It's the same thing. Like, I'm sure people want to know between me and Homeboy, yo, why are y'all beefing? He's never explained that. He's never said like any of those things. So I just think in this day and age, based on the accusations that happened, not just him, everybody should just, you know, I did. When they said that those parties with me and Aaliyah and Jennifer Lopez, yeah, bro, I was at a party with Aaliyah, Jennifer Lopez is on the pillow, and the Chinese on the pillow. I'm gonna be on that pillow, you know what I'm saying? But not next to no dudes. And then I'm out. But I addressed it. You know, I'm transparent. Like, you could ask me any question. Like I say no, you could ask me why. I said no, and I'll explain it to you. You could challenge me. But at the end of the day, if I'm expecting you to consume the things that I'm doing, my products, I do believe that you deserve a certain degree of honesty. Like, why do we all have to wait? I don't want to wait. Just tell us what happened. Or tell us it didn't happen. Say something. Not just y'all, anyone that's being accused of that shit, bro, because we definitely want to know. The whole world wants to know.
Right.
But when people start resigning and people start erasing their Twitters, then it just starts to look suspicious, and, you know, it makes people ask questions.
Yeah, let's go back to the work for hire. And how you feel about people saying that you always talk about Jay?
If Dame come out and just apologize to everybody that he called a chatty patty, I'll be with it. I'm gonna be with it. I'll be with it. Because in reference to the things that he's saying about these, it make me feel like him himself really and genuinely never was involved with harming innocent people in sexual ways. How they be doing in them parties and the stories that we hearing about now. Seems like he ain't had nothing to do with that. And again, that's respectable. But he still got to apologize for calling niggas chatty patties, because that's all he doing right now.
Well, let me answer it like this. To me, whoever is saying that I'm talking about Jay, I guarantee you that person talks about Jay way more than I do. And I think anyone that says that is dumb. Because Jay and Biggs took me to court. And I'm in an active, situation based on us having to go to court. So I have no choice but to talk about these things. And when someone messes up 50 grand of your money, you probably talk about it. Can you imagine a man messing up 40 million when he messes up my Rockaware deal? Because he wants to make an announcement that he's no longer a part of Rockaware, but the minute, because he devalued the company, that I sell my interest to invest in Rachel Roy, he comes back to the company.
God damn.
That was $40 million that I was gonna get paid. I don't see why, if I could get in front of Jay right now, there'd be some questions I would ask. Right? And again, for all of those people that are like, yo, why are you talking about him? Why the fuck? I talk about a lot of things, but this in particular, this dude's been fucking with my money, intentionally. And he has a whole crew of people that go to funny parties that are fucking with me too, like a Steve Stout, a Leo Cohen, those kind of guys. So that's why. And because y'all being misled, because you only read headlines, and sometimes you sound very not intelligent based on how you perceive the headlines, I want to make sure y'all don't look and sound stupid. And I know that for everybody that defends homeboy at the barbershop and been arguing on his behalf, y'all looking shaky right now. So of course you're going to say something. So that's why Steve Stout has to go and wave a flag for another cat, because he's been the biggest promoter of that cat. And if that cat isn't exactly what he says he is, then he's going to look like a pussy, and no one's going to fuck with him.
But damn.
So, as it relates to that, if I could get in front of Jay, because I can't get in front of him, pause. I would, number one, because I know him, I'd be like, yo, you was at them, what they saying? Why you was with homeboy? I would want to know, And then I would say, yo, why did you sue me, bro? I just want to know. If I'm asking because I want him to hear me. This is a direct message to you, Jay and Biggs. How y'all could take me to court and say that I'm trying to sell something that I wasn't? I still feel bad and stupid that this is so corny that I'm a part of this.
How's you a chatty patty?
And as y'all see, look what the question marks. Everything that people are wondering, I'm wondering as well, but that's what I'm up against. Y'all looking at this game. I'm in the game. These are the people that are directly trying to talk about me in court. They're not even happening. So they don't do their talking themselves. They let their lawyers do their talking in the form of suing people that they used to be in the street with. So of course I got to talk about that. But I would ask him again, yo, why, bro? Let it go. You know what? I think as it relates to the Puff situation, my biggest question marks are what Rockefellers were over there bugging up. So, I got jokes. So that clip with Puff and Fab, right before that, Nori blew out, Puff made Nori blow out candles on cupcakes.
He did.
I need to know, Nori, why you blow out them candles on them cupcakes?
Why?
And pause. You know what I'm saying? What happened? It's just jokes. And Joe Buttons said it. Yo, I was a Rockefeller. So I'd be like, yo, on some Rockefeller shit, yo, what the fuck? And I heard he already say, so I'm human. And I got jokes. So I'm going to be like, pause. Why you was over there? Pause. You knew about that shit? Pause. You were still at the party? Pause. You went back? Why did you go back? Pause. Don't even tell me he was in there. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kev Lyles were cool, even though I didn't really like the way he represented another culture, the way, and to me, I feel like they've served up our culture as well, time after time again. But I would ask him, yo, why you quit the day of? What's going on over at Warner? I'm not going to be behind I'm not going to act like I'm not curious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't heard Nori talk about this shit. But Nori, remember, when you first started your show, I was like, yo, come be on Dame Dash Studios. But now it's American New, a whole different family-owned environment. You know what I'm saying? These would be questions I would ask. Period. And I hope that the people that are in that hemisphere, if you're not asking those questions, you corny. Then that's not really your friend.
Being able to have something to always protect myself with this Byrna allows me to have that peace of mind no matter where we're really at.
It provides you with peace.
I thought being a chatty patty was corny. Hey, he doing it.
If there's an elephant in the room and you can't address it, then how is that your friend and how are you not a yes man? This yes man syndrome of looking at someone do something wrong and never asking a question, you gotta look in the mirror and say you're a yes man. If you have to do whatever somebody tells you to do, whether you want to or not, if you have to tell them that what they're doing is good, even though you think it's bad for $1, you are a professional yes man. Steve Stout, you are a professional yes man. Now getting back to the question about the work for hire, yes. So Rockefeller Inc., he owned equity in Rockefeller Inc., but I was the CEO. I am the CEO. Because one of the questions they're going to want to know is, when did you become, because I guess you guys, and again, if you want to know about business, this is for adults. I want you, this is with business. This is going to be the lesson of the day, right? Business. So we have a contract. I am the CEO, never stepped down from Rockefeller Inc. I'm the one that made the contract. Jay was an equity 1/3 owner of Rockefeller Inc., but we hired him as a work for hire, a contract which he signed. He worked for Rockefeller Inc. And I was the boss. He worked for me. And because of that, he's not considered the author. We are. We paid for it. So because he was a work for hire, that copyright going back to him in 30 years is not applicable. Now, they're going to say Damon said this. No, I'm reiterating what a lawyer from the state said. If I would have said it, y'all wouldn't have listened. And I would look corny taking them to court. I would feel corny taking them to court. But I don't feel corny watching the state really ask him certain questions. Now, another question, and this is part of the business. At what point did Jay-Z become the CEO of Rockefeller Inc.? Who made him that? When did he tell me that? So he represented that he was the CEO of Rockefeller Inc. Now look at the lawyers that are representing Rockefeller Inc. Those are Jay's lawyers. Those are Rock Nation's lawyers, the Shapiro dude, right? Same dude that was at the trial with Tory Lanez, right? This lawyer is now representing Rockefeller Inc. So the state is going to want to know, number one, when did you make yourself the CEO of Rockefeller Inc. and why are you hiring your lawyers for Rockefeller Inc.? How is that not a conflict? And who's paying for your lawyers to represent Rockefeller Inc.? Rockefeller Inc. Now, if you're an adult, if Earn Your Leisure is listening, break this down. Just break it down. I'm being transparent. Y'all might, I'm talking business. So when y'all say I'm talking about a person, it's because you don't understand boss talk. You're not a general, you're a soldier. You're a yes man. But if you're a boss, you're going to break this down and see if it's logical. And then you're going to come up with your own analysis. You don't go by a headline. You go by the logic. You don't go by what...
2 years ago, you'd said bosses don't talk about business. Matter of fact, bosses don't talk. Goddamn. Bosses had their workers talk for them type shit. You'd have said some dumbass shit like bosses don't talk about business at all. Bosses don't talk. Bro, you being a fucking chatty patty right now. Dress this shit up, try to switch, change it however the fuck you want to. You're a blogger now, sir. You're a fucking blogger. Nobody want to hear none of the goddamn music that you putting out. You have 1 million motherfucking clothing lines and a half. You better not let nobody know you got anything to do with the shit or motherfuckers not rocking with it, boy. You ain't got no kind of juice, no sauce, no motion like that. All you got is a whole bunch of stories that you can tell niggas. So you're a blogger now. That's what you are right now, bro. You need to apologize to all the bloggers that you call chatty patties. So you go ahead and get some of this motherfucking blog money. But until you do that, I'm gonna be talking shit.
Other people's energy is, especially when they're not as smart as you. That's the reason why I feel I'm different, because I don't listen to what I hear. I listen to what I know. I'm going to go do the research. So when somebody says, yo, I'm going to give you $1 million, Leo, tried to give Jay-Z and I $1 million as a record deal where they own the master and we now got a percentage of it as a royalty. and tell me that's a great deal. We all said that was a great deal. This is the best deal you ever gonna get. I didn't listen to that. Jay was excited. I had to argue with Jay over this. And we broke it down and was like, no, that doesn't make sense. I did the research. That does not equate to success for me. You're happy because that would make it successful for you. Don't listen to what people that are making money off you tell you. You got to do your own research. Another lesson, don't think because you're paying someone they're doing your job, especially their job, especially an accountant. Do the math. You should be smart. If you're not smart, don't look at this. If you're a gossip or a chatty patty and you think talking about me talking about my own business is chatty patty, you're a dumbass. Just get out of here. But think about the fact that the year that I owe 2007, all that money, I had an accountant named Barry Clawberg. How could I have tax problems if I have money and an accountant? Right? So that's what they do. You notice they don't teach us how to have money.
Hey, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. And do y'all see me on this motherfucker talk about my goddamn, the inner workings of my business? No, I just do my shit. Teach other people how to become bosses themselves. But you don't hear me on here talking about the motherfucking business, not at all. You don't hear me goddamn crying about who I'm at odds with because of business. Motherfucker just see me with my hands on that bit bleeding or some shit at the most. But you ain't gonna hear me on this motherfucker talking about the business. That's speaking as a motherfucker boss. Say that shit with full confidence. And right now, what you doing is talking about the business. Bosses don't do that, Dame. You being a fucking chatty patty, my nigga. I don't give a fuck what you say. You shouldn't have came up with the word if you ain't want people to use it against you. Fuck, nigga. You being a chatty patty right now.
When we don't have money. Because the minute you have money, if you don't know how to have it, legally it will be taken from you and you'll be looked at as doing something illegal. So I'm not going to say I was a victim because I'm too arrogant and cocky for that. Pause. I'm going to say my bad. Because the first time I made a lot of money, my bad. It was my fault for not knowing how to protect my money, how to pay the taxes, and to listen to somebody from another culture tell me he paid my taxes and he really didn't. I got played, but it's my fault. It was a lesson learned, and the reason why I embraced this lesson is because it happened so early in life, for sure.
Hey, dang. Bosses don't get played. But bosses so experienced, they can see the play coming 100 miles per hour. Only workers get played. You a fucking dummy. You ain't no boss. You a worker, nigga. No, matter of fact, you a chatty patty. That's what you is.
Yeah. $8 million in my world, based on my standards for myself, is no money. If I had a quick $8 million, I'm not going to say I wouldn't be happy, but it wouldn't last. See, a lot of money is money that can last. Don't ever say you got a lot of money unless it's enough money that you never have to work.
Matter of fact, what I'm saying is, the saying goes, you ain't a boss until you take a loss. So if your ass out here still taking L's, that mean you ain't no boss yet, Ricky. You an old ass motherfucking Ricky. That's what you is. That's what it sound like. Sound like you an old ass worker portraying yourself as a boss. That's what it sound like. To me, being totally honest.
Work again, and for that $100 million house that you have a mortgage for and the taxes that come with it, you can sustain that for the next 50 years without moving a finger. Pause. But that's when you have wealth. And until I have that, I don't want to ever claim that I'm wealthy, rich, or got a lot of money unless my kids don't have to work. And that's what the bar that I put for myself. To the extent that I've made the whole world, I burnt the bridge down to where I cannot just be a millionaire. I'd be broke. To the world will never respect me for having money till I really got some real, what I consider real money. But our bills are, to be in business costs millions of dollars a year. The amount of people that I pay out, again, my children are millionaires. But think about what it takes to have a television network, to pay for editors, to pay for graphic designers, to pay for people to shoot, to pay for the equipment, to pay for the studio. Like, if you really want to break things.
Hey, bosses don't cry about the goddamn business. Bosses don't cry about the expenses, nigga. They just do that shit. Dang. I mean, just speaking as a boss, my niggas ain't never heard me crying about goddamn, oh, I gotta go get this money, man. I gotta go do this, and that to get the money, man. Nah, bosses don't do that. Since you want to be hypercritical about everything that a motherfucker do, As a motherfucker boss nigga, I ain't never heard no goddamn boss crying about the goddamn, oh, I gotta pay this person, I gotta pay that. I've never seen a boss cry about paying people. Bosses come through smiling on payday because they know they finna break bread and niggas finna get to work and motherfucker business finna get to booming. Everybody happy on payday. Even the boss come through smiling. I've never seen a goddamn boss cry this fucking much. Guess what I do see crying all day? Goddamn chatty patties. And that's what you is now, Dame. You ain't nothing but a motherfucking chatty patty. Kill all that goddamn boss talk. I do not want to hear it, my nigga. From one boss to a so-called another.
It's down, break it down. But if you look at business, if a company is a $100 million company, but it owes $110 million a year, they're $10 million short.
Fuck all this internet chatty patty shit you talking about. We just talking about boss talk right now. Real nigga shit. We talking about being a boss right now. Bitch, you do not look like nobody boss. Who the fuck gonna work for a nigga with goddamn bedazzled beads around their goddamn neck, selling their chains, selling their jewelry, trying to catch up with motherfucking child support. Bosses don't share they shit to catch up with child support, dang. You're not a fucking boss, my nigga. I hate when these motherfuckers get to acting like they somebody who they ain't. Cause guess who love to tell these niggas about themselves? I don't give a fuck who you is. Celebrity or not. Motherfucker rich nigga, poor nigga, real nigga, fake nigga, hoe nigga, broke nigga. I don't give a fuck who you is. I love to tell these niggas about themselves. And this motherfucker is not who he run around on the internet portraying himself to be. A boss, he's none of that. Never, boy. He ain't no goddamn boss. I know that for a fact. Bosses ain't selling they shit trying to pay their goddamn motherfucking child support, my nigga. Bosses got that.
They're a big company, but they got $10 million worth of debt. There's no debt on American New, my family's company. So if you're smart, you're following that.
And to keep it a bean with you, real niggas don't even do child support like that. Real niggas had the shit so goddamn player, that baby mama went and put them on child support. Real niggas got that shit intact. Like, man, come on, bro. I don't even want to get to telling these niggas about themselves. These motherfuckers be running around acting like they somebody who they not for real.
There is no mortgage that I have to pay or that my family has to pay. If, let's say you have a mortgage for a company that you got a loan for and you can't pay, again, listen to the words. You break covenants and then they take control of your company and then they sell your shit or they go bankrupt. So I know they're going to try to distract you. And that's, again, why I was disappointed with 50, because he went back to jokes. I thought that he would go into the business of television network and media and really break that down, but I guess...
Bosses don't talk about their business, asshole. You the only one I got to him crying about how unsuccessful your shit is right now. You the only one out here blaming your motherfucking failures on another man. Jay-Z owe me this much money. Jay-Z playing with my money. Jay-Z taking food out my kid's mouth. Jay-Z, you supposed to be my kid's stepfather. How you gonna... You supposed to be my kid's fucking what godfather. How you gonna do your godson? You on this motherfucker crying about business all goddamn day, and business men don't do that, dang. Never heard 50 crying about the business. That's what niggas don't do. Niggas don't talk about. I thought he was gonna talk about his business. No. No, the fuck you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. Chatty Patty.
He's not that.
I'll probably write it stepfather too. Keep it a bean, but let me not get disrespectful. This motherfucker bald head bastard getting on my goddamn nerves. Dame just get on my nerves at this point, to be totally honest with you.
Huckleberry. I know Steve Stout's not the Huckleberry. He's dumb. He's an idea stealer. He's not creative. Steve, make an album. Just do anything creative. Direct a movie. I can drop an album, a clothing line, a movie, a magazine.
And ain't nobody gonna pay that shit. That shit gonna go plastic, nigga. I could do the same thing tomorrow. Both of us gonna have the same effect, nigga. That shit gonna do the same numbers. Me and Dame drop some shit tomorrow, we gonna have the same motherfucking numbers, nigga. This man kills me. Your bald head ass ain't hitting on shit nowadays, bro. He need to stop. He need to stop.
And be the designer. Like, you would have to hire people. I design myself. You would have to get someone to do it and then say you did it. That's not what I do.
What the fuck have you designed in the past 5 years of relevance that people actually wearing and shit, bro? Matter of fact, on Instagram, can you show me anybody wearing your merch out in the real world, a real person that's not a hired fucking model wearing some of your shit? Last time y'all seen a nigga wearing goddamn anything that this man put out in the past fucking 5-10 years. Well, you are irrelevant as fuck for this past generation and a half. These niggas don't know what you do, what the fuck you here for. Nigga, all these niggas know you for is the nigga that goddamn Jay-Z left in the dust for doing too fucking much. That's what niggas know Dame for. Getting left in the dust for doing too fucking much. Do too much, Dame. Bro. Man, this nigga get on my goddamn nerve, Calvin. I'm sorry. That man, this nigga get on my goddamn nerve a little bit, bro. For real. Shoulda, coulda, woulda ass nigga. That's exactly who he is on that bitch crying and shoulda, coulda, woulda. Man, coulda did this, shoulda did that. Jay-Z got the Is Jay-Z next? Fuck, nigga. You sound lame as hell over here, boy.
When I tell you I directed a movie, I don't just, what they said in the lawsuit, and to be clear, I didn't lose for copyright infringement. It was like 40 grand for that. The defamation was where I lost. Defamation, not because of anything else. But what they said was I was a celebrity director, that I was just meant to show up. Everybody knows I make the music in the movie. I make the clothes in the movie. What? I edit the movie with the editor. I do all of the location scouting. I'm a real director. When I make clothes, I source fabric. I'm there when they make the pattern and the sample. I go and try to source the factories. I do all of that. I'm savvy in those languages. When it comes to a network, I can understand the ad tech. You know, shout out to my man Prophecy and his whole crew.
My nigga, please, can you show me or talk about something something successful in the past 10 years, my nigga? Give me, what the fuck have you done? Post. Rockefeller and Jay-Z era. I need to see something, my nigga.
Oh, it's a big deal. I can tell you how to put a grid together to make a fast channel.
Do it.
We do though. I speak those languages. So when y'all interview Steve Stout, back to this dumbass, because you've been triggering me saying my name for somebody else, like a fucking fat-faced yes man. Ask him, what exactly is the business? How did you raise the money? Whose money are you using? How much of it do you own? Do you have...
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. So are you referencing goddamn Rockaware? Are you referencing Rockaware and fucking and goddamn Rockefeller? That gotta be the only thing that this man talking about. And yes, for that time in his run, very goddamn impactful. Post that era, I ain't heard shit from this nigga but bitching, moaning, crying, and complaining.
Have a service debt. Rashad, speak that language. My teeth almost popped out.
Calvo, come on, man, talk to me. Nigga, you do all that shit, bro. You ain't even supposed to be in front of no goddamn camera talking on YouTube right now. You supposed to be a little bit too busy. Mike, you supposed to be a little bit too busy speaking as a boss. As much as I fucking love YouTube, guess what? Some days I'm a little too busy to hit this motherfucker. On the hottest days, hottest topics, man, everything going on. I could probably just hit the live freestyle and motherfucker turn this bitch up. And even me get a little bit too busy for the tube from time to time. My nigga, you a YouTuber now, bro. Get the fuck out of it. Dame Dash has been more consistent than me here lately. This the point that I'm trying to make. This nigga... God. Bro, tell us some dope-ass stories about the tours and shit like that. Like, this whole motherfucking art right here is lame as a bitch. And too easy to read, man. You see through them, the motherfucker, right? You're clout chasing, G. Clout chasing like a motherfucker. I'm talking about business. I never seen a boss ever talk about their goddamn business this much. Oh shit, though. You talking about oh shit. Definitely talking about oh shit. So if you're gonna be on this bitch talking about oh shit, man, give us the stories, man. Give us the shit. If you ain't never did none of this shit P. Diddy and them boys did, you need to get to fucking telling it right now. You need to get to telling everything you motherfucking know right now, cause ain't no goddamn way you was in the inner workers, inner circles, been around all this niggas, you ain't see nothing and you don't know nothing, and all this shit just a shock to you? All this shit just news to you now, like everybody else. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You can't, who you playing stupid for, you big bald head bastard? Like, bro, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna let this shit finish. Cause that ain't finna be an op, bro. I don't like fake shit. I don't like fake shit. And the more I talk about it, the more I think about it, it's like, You really on that bitch just faking like hell right now, bro. You faking like a motherfucker right now with your goddamn BDB fishing chain. Goddamn, this motherfucker got fishing string on the chain, and trying to tell what the fuck, boy. See, I must be talking too much shit. They trying to clip me, y'all. I gotta calm down. We're gonna let this shit finish and I'm in this stream. This man getting on my motherfucking nerves, bro. You big milk, you, oh my, you misshapen head having motherfucker you. When I don't like motherfuckers, that's when I can roast them real good. And I done got to a space where I don't like this bitch, boy. Motherfucker salt, pepper, prune head having bitch. What wrong with him? Stop trying to clip my goddamn stream, man. Let me talk my shit to my people and get the fuck up out of here. Yeah, stop reporting me, whoever that is. Let me talk this shit to the nigga and get on about my business. I'm about done anyway. I'm about done. Damn. We back. We rolling. What's good, y'all? Somebody type in the chat if we roll. I keep seeing shit in the chat. Every time I get to cooking, boy. Woo! Every time I get to cooking. We back. We better be back. YouTube, is we back or not? Stop trying to stop me from being great, man. We back. Cut, look, bro. Every time I get in my bag on one of these niggas, man. Every time I get in one of my, whoa, woo. Every time I get in my mood, boy. Nigga, get the hating. We finna go ahead and wrap this up, though. Damn, you lucky, boy. I almost turned you to a pack. I almost turned that into a pack. Damn, we finna get all the smoke, boy. Pug face having at it. All right, let me relax. Let's get through this content. Let me get up out of here, man.
Ooh. I'm going to New York to now they were like, yo, we gonna have to, we could do the implants with maybe fix it without it being so intrusive. So I'm going to get that done. Also, that was the lesson. But on another note, I'm excited because on Saturday, I don't know if this will be out by then, but as a network, America New is broadcasting pay-per-view, our first boxing event, Shane Mosley fight, and I'm gonna be reffing. And it was funny because Damon, that's the dude that runs Celebrity Boxing. That's my, that's my bro, Paul, good dude. He's independent, and I admire that. And I'm like, bro, you can't be having me looking like I'm reffing because I need the bread or some shit. Like, I'm broadcasting on America New. That's why I'm reffing. So I was like, you might not understand.
You see how niggas tell on they say, don't have me looking like I'm reffing because I need the bread, bro. The fuck? Nigga, you just told people how much your child support was. Everything you do is because you need the bread, my nigga. God, how you go on a whole rant about people being transparent and being honest, and now you trying to coach a nigga how to fake it? Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't make it look like I need it. Ain't nobody thinking about you needing no motherfucking money but you, fool. So that's what's been going on. You've been denying or turning down appearances, events, or whatever the case may be because you don't want to look like you need the bread. That's about to be the lamest shit. I don't want to look like I... Bro, you sitting on this motherfucker, your teeth falling out, you got on a Hanes white t-shirt, bro, you got on a motherfucking a $30 name tag chain that you could buy off Amazon, and you got on a fishing string chain on top of that with beads on it, bro. And you sitting on this motherfucker talking about you don't want to look like you need the bread? And you just told people you paying $1 million in goddamn child support? And your beard is shaping, your beard is shaped up real bad. Your beard says you need the bread, my nigga. You ain't gotta say a fucking word. I can look at your beard and see how that bitch edged up and say it. That tells me everything. Your beard is screaming, I need money, my nigga. What the fuck is you saying? Oh my God. I can't deal with this shit. I can't. Fucking can't. Can't deal with this shit. These fake ass people and their problems, man.
Damn branding, but you can't put my name on something unless, or my face unless it says broadcasting on American News. Unless it
Why would a nigga trip? We all worked it. That's what I'm saying. Don't make it look like I'm doing this to get the. What the fuck is your problem, Dane? You want niggas to think you still rich from goddamn It's a Hard Not Life? No, man. Don't nobody think you still got paper from that back then, nigga. Better get on your motherfucking grind, man. Everybody who was making noise back then still been dropping shit. But still been working, graduated, elevated, moved on to other endeavors. This shit, wow. Hello? No, I'm streaming. Christ. Oh, boy. This shit. Oh, this shit wild, bro. This shit wild. Alright, I gotta go. I think I gotta get the fuck out of here. We got like 2-3 more minutes. Shit. Yeah, I gotta get. Yeah, boss shit, Dame. I can't sit in mother. As bad as I fucking want to. I can't even sit in here and talk about your bald head ass all day, cause I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, nigga.
For me is to bring awareness through me for people to go to America New to pay-per-view. So when I used to be on the stage, and I'm not talking about Homeboy, I'm talking about an experience. Jay wasn't very good on stage, so I used to be on stage with him to make sure the show was right. So I could bring as much awareness to his show, because that's where you make your money. So for me, jumping in that ring is me being on the stage to bring awareness to my network. Me talking.
That man keeps saying pause like that because at this point, I be thinking, this nigga got a pause button, man. Anybody overly homophobic like that is trying too hard to hide something. Just like this man, he's trying too hard to come off as tough and he sat there and talked 30 minutes about slapping a nigga who ain't have nothing to do with the video just to come off tough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be overly doing it, like doing too much. So yeah, I just think, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that man done did something he ashamed of. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, dog. Anybody who be like overly homophobic like that, like, bro, you done did something you ashamed of. Cause really ain't nobody thinking about your business like that. Like, motherfuckers ain't even thinking in that train of mind. If you're talking about business, we're not talking about Diddy parties right now. Ain't no excuse to pause everything every other second if you talk about business, right? You know what I'm saying? And then too, to remind this nigga, bosses don't talk about what they motherfucking move is. So on top of that, nigga, it leads me back to he done did something he ashamed of. But hey, hold on, cuz.
Now, I'm being transparent.
I gotta get the fuck up out of here. It don't matter what the fuck this nigga say for the rest of this stream. My mind done made up. Chatty Patty, confirmed. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this shit getting a little bit weird anyway. Every time I try to roast this nigga good, every time I get ready to go in on him, then that funny shit start happening with the stream. Let's go ahead and end it on a solid note. Man, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Consistent Davey is back, bro. Dropping videos, and I'm streaming. And I'm turning this channel up right here. I want to appreciate y'all so much for showing my last DJ stream on Live Uncut. Of course, YouTube would get rid of probably one of the most successful live streams I had, but I was playing music. But the crazy part is, tell y'all a couple numbers. That motherfucker had a couple thousand views on it and 76 likes as soon as the stream ended. I only get 76 likes when the stream ends, when I'm usually joking on or going in on other content creators, when I'm talking shit about people, bro. You know what I'm saying? So for me to just be DJing, spinning, doing my thing, and on top of that, the proof in the motherfucker pudding, my nigga. I got 45 subscribers in that one single stream, and I wasn't doing nothing but DJing. Mixing, scratching, cutting. Mixing, scratching, cutting, bro. YouTube took away the stream, but look, right there. 42 in the past 28 days. So, yeah. What I said, 45? What I said, 40 or 50? No, 40. I think I said 40. I forgot what the fuck I said, but that one stream, we got 42 subscribers, bro. That shit was fire. So I gotta find me somewhere I can DJ and spin that, and they won't shut me down. I think in between TikTok and Twitch is where I'm gonna be. Just make sure you follow me on both TikTok and Twitch, DAVEYMCFLYY. I'm gonna figure out which one of them bitches I can spin on, cause you know what I'm saying. People fuck with me as a DJ. People fucks with your boy as a DJ. And salute the Denver. Maybe. But yeah, my last DJ stream turned the fuck up, man. We got a ton of likes and a ton of new subs on that bitch. Man, motherfuckers was subscribing left and right. Every time I scratched on the turntable, sub. Every time I mixed a new song in, nigga, the alert kept going off. I had to turn the sound on the alerts off. Shit was lit, bro. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be DJing on the weekends. Look out for that until I'm booked up getting gigs and shit, and like have to do the shit in real life. And maybe still then I figure out a way to bring y'all with me. You know what I'm saying? We keep the party going, but hell yeah. Motherfucking new DJ Art, a success. The new DJ Move, a success. That shit work. It's working. But hell yeah, man. OG's youngest day one. Catch y'all a little bit later, bro. Got a little bit of shit to do. Wrap up today. Make sure y'all finish strong out there. And shit, if y'all up on the late night, man, I'm gonna be somewhere practicing spinning, bro. I'm gonna be somewhere practicing spinning. Obviously not on YouTube. Probably on Twitch, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a hold of TikTok today. So make sure you're following your boy, DAVEYMCFLYY, on these social networks, bro. Same name all across the board, everywhere. Follow me. I'm gonna be somewhere blowing the fuck up. I promise that. And that's how that shit going. OGs, youngest, day ones, new members like, peace out, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up on the Hey, dang, stop being lame, bro. Dang, stop being lame, nigga. I ain't gonna fake it. Dang, Dash is on some old lame ass shit, though. That's just keeping it real. I can't get jiggy with this shit. Dame on now. Just especially how he used to. Maybe if he ain't come out with all that chatty patty shit and, I mean, talking down on bloggers indirectly, and maybe it was just dedicated to Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club when he brought that shit out. But nah, I mean, nah, he's a very, very, well, he leads off to be smart. He leads off to be an educated guy, so I'm gonna treat him as such. And but shit, when he act like a dumbass, that's how I'm gonna talk to him. So boom, that's how that work. Get the fuck up out of here, man. Y'all have a good day. On them all. Dang, my motherfucking music at? Oh, it's in a folder called music. That's exactly what it'll be. That makes sense. My dumb.
Trust you every move. When we're together, we try to run things smooth. So make the most of it. Don't
Fly. What up, boy? This nigga Nell, man. Just coming through, holla at you, man. Supporting everything, man. Everything you do, my nigga. Those out there to get it, boy. We gonna get it, Richmond County. We're going to the top of the map, nigga, doing big things, boy.
Hey, quit, I know it's hard out here. Shit, most of my people look blood out here. Turn to a life of crime, what's the odds out here? Might run up in your grill, so they starve out here. And nothing sorry for the baby mothers who got seasoned fathers who will never see each other. Grind hard till it earn out. My mama did it by herself, look how we turned out. Junior. And so to my little bros, hit the books, that's a good look, fuck them little, whoa. And so to the young ladies, you're worth more than a ride in this new Mercedes. And so to my hood niggas, I know you would do better if you could, nigga. You gotta fall to your knees and pray. Keep a smile on your face and do what these hooks say. Junior.
Truly believe in you and trust you every move. When we're together, we try to run things smooth. So make the most
supercharge the challenge on them fold. Fish telling on them, boy. It ain't nothing though, but man, keep doing what you're doing, man. You know you already got my support over here 100%, nigga.
But it's hard out here. Most of my family looking for God out here. Won't nobody give them shit, so they rob out here. Play around, they basically you to the Lord out here. Chill. All I can do is pray for you. When I make it, I promise that I'ma make a way for you. Trust me, I feel your pain. I ain't ballin' yet, we going through the same shoe prints in the mud, cause I walking through the rain. Gotta get it, I can't wait for Obama to make a change. I ain't got time for mind games. Hell, I got the big picture in my mind frame. Speaking for the heart, shit it ain't a game. When you do it from the love, you don't give a fuck about fame.
Everything fresh off the wax, fresh off the press, nigga, I need it ASAP.
So I pray that it get better one day. Until then, I'm just doing what the hook say.
Junior. Truly believe in you and trust your every move. When we're together, we try to run things smooth. So make the most of it.
But man, it's hard out here. Most of my friends looking for God out here. The streets love us cause we hood stars out here. Stay strong, shit, you gotta have some heart out here. We don't promote violence or do crimes, it's ironic, cause all of my niggas that did time. Some of us did days, months, or doing years, so we ball hard shit, we gotta get it while we here. Some of the homies stuck, locked down right now. This for them, man, every line I write down. Bought a book of stamps so I can send my niggas mail. I know my words will make his day in that cell. Let them know that I never doubt them. Hold them down even when them hoes forget about them. And I remind them to pray every day. Hold his head up and do what the fuck this hook say.
Truly believe in you and trust your every move. When we're together, we try to run things smooth. So make the most of it.
Some goddamn body, boy.